Joining us now is Representative Kenyatta. He's a Democratic member of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. He serves as part of Philadelphia County. Representative, sir, thanks very much for being here. I appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you so much, Rachel, and thank you for talking about this. I say all the time, what happens in state legislatures matter.
Yeah, and boy, does it feel like it's easy to understand the national implications of what happens in state legislatures right now. But I don't know that we're seeing in any other state a last-minute move by a Republican-controlled legislature to try to institute a new body to control the vote and to potentially affect the way that the presidential election is conducted. Is this something that you guys knew was coming, or was it as much a surprise to you as it was to those of us outside the state?
You know, usually we get 24 hours notice before a committee hearing of the bills that are coming up. They put this in our inboxes, you know, I think right before the presidential debate. And for months now, Rachel, they've been trying to throw sand into the gears of our democracy. And now they're standing up this election integrity committee that, as I said, has no integrity to investigate the sand. You know, they have parroted all of President Trump's fever dreams around voter fraud. But here's the reality. The only fraud I see is Donald Trump. He lies to the American people. He cheats on his taxes. And now he is trying to steal an election. And unfortunately, Republicans in Harrisburg and Republicans across the country are more than happy to help him destroy our democracy. And they have decided, Rachel, that they're not going to contest this election on policy or on the progress that we need to see on climate change and healthcare and this COVID-19 pandemic. They're not going to have the election on those terms. They are doing everything they can to take away the power of our vote here in Pennsylvania to maintain their power.
We've seen so many different stories out of Pennsylvania in a tight period of time just over the past few weeks in terms of the Trump campaign, the National Republican Party working through the local Republican officials in the state and Trump-appointed federal officials in the state to try to essentially burn a hole through Pennsylvania voting plans through sheer dint of attention and demonizing the idea of any Democratic votes out of Pennsylvania and specifically out of Philadelphia. I mean, from the federal investigation weirdly announced by the U.S. attorney before he sort of recanted it, before anybody figured out what had actually happened there, to the president talking about bad things happening in Philadelphia from the debate stage, totally mischaracterizing this thing with poll watchers, calling for his supporters to turn out in great numbers and go watch the polls while he's talking about Pennsylvania. I mean, from the outside, it feels like they've got everything they've got trained on trying to intimidate people out of voting and trying to screw up the voting process in Pennsylvania. How much confidence do you have that they'll succeed at that? Or do you feel like Pennsylvania knows what it's doing in terms of carrying out this election and this is noise, but things will go like they ought to?
So I think people need to understand, and I've been doing my level best as an elected official here to reinforce the fact that we have free and fair elections here in Pennsylvania. We have safe elections here in Pennsylvania. It is safe to cast your ballot by mail or any other way you choose. But I think one of the things we have to be focused on, and I said it right at the top, is on our state legislature. You know, Rachel, we get sworn in January, but the term for our state legislature actually starts on December 1st. And so, you know, a couple of days ago, I went on a 5-day tour across the state, helping colleagues and future colleagues get to the House to win back this chamber, which we haven't held for a decade. If we are able to win the chamber in November, we can stop this. We can stop it, but people have to get engaged, and we need to have the spotlight trained on what they're doing. And you're training the spotlight on it right now. And what happened yesterday with Chairman Everett, you know, it wasn't about me. he was trying to silence me because I was making clear what their scheme was to try to disenfranchise Black and brown people in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, and to silence the voices of people of conscience who are rising up across this state who want to cast their ballot against Donald Trump and for a different vision that Joe Biden represents. And, you know, at the end of the day, none of us can be silent about what's going on. And so if people want to stop this, they need to get involved with the PA HDCC. They need to get involved with local state house races here in Pennsylvania. And they need to call Speaker Cutler, call Chairman Everett, call Leader Benninghoff, and tell them to stop trying to disrupt the vote and to get their hands off of our democracy. They tried to silence me yesterday, and I would not be silenced. And I think every single one of us should raise our voice about what is happening, because if they can't win fair and square, they are committed to cheating. And I think it is a shame to watch this Pennsylvania House Republican caucus, as I said, go from a caucus to a cult. I'm ashamed to see it happen.
State Representative Malcolm Kenyatta, Democratic member of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. Sir, thank you for helping us understand. I know that you are right in the middle of this. And as you're saying, not just in your district, but statewide, keep us apprised. This is a really, really important national story. Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking about it, Rachel.